Hey everybody, it's Nandi. I am here on day 14 and I've got good news. I spoke with the volunteer who had the somewhat of a fail the day before, and yesterday went very well for her. She got through the entire day. There was no little bacteria running around, cooking up a storm underneath her arm, bringing about odors or anything. So I can say that she did pretty good yesterday, and so did everyone else for the most part. I haven't heard from anyone saying that there were any fails or anything as yesterday came to an end. And today it seems like everybody is doing pretty well. Once again, here in Georgia, we've got cloudy skies and rain, so it's been a bit cool. I am happy for the reprieve. That means I don't have to run the air, which translates into a lower electric bill. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So that works for me. My film today is a little grainy because I'm actually recording inside, and I just could not find a good place in the house where I could record in peace and get it done, except for this little grainy area right here. So this is what I'm stuck with. The point is, I think it's more important the message that I'm putting out than exactly how it looks. I know environment plays a little role in films and their attractiveness, but this is not a film. This is a series update on our no baking soda deodorant. And like I said, it is going very well. I am going to get back into my lab, aka kitchen, tomorrow and put together some more. I've got some artists that came in and they requested samples of it, so I'll be cooking up more of those samples so that they can go out to those new volunteers and they can hop on the bandwagon and hopefully get to derive some of the benefits that we have been deriving from this deodorant. I mean, like I said, I'm impressed. If you had told me about a year ago that I could actually put together a formula that was going to last more than 3 to 4 hours or so, I would have said, you're out of your mind. I've tried it. It just doesn't work. But what I missed again was, instead of bringing, and sometimes you have to bring that aspect in. We get in there and we do things figuring, well, I'm doing this out of a labor of love because I like it. I like to do this. I like to make products for people. But if you're not encompassing that chemistry aspect, that scientific aspect, and your ingredients are not just right in their balancing of each other, a lot of times you'll be flailing in the wind. You won't get what it is that you're looking for. So in other words, sometimes it takes a little bit more study, a little bit more research, and a little bit more trial and error. And I'm thankful that my daughter was at the point where it was like, she can't tolerate baking soda. She couldn't tolerate coconut oil, because that kind of pushed me to move away from the norm of what you see is what you see as a lot of the recipes on the web, because so many of the recipes on the web is the same basic ingredients, some of them have beeswax, some don't. It depends on whether it's a cream or if it's a stick. But, the majority of them have arrowroot. The majority of them have coconut oil. The majority of them have baking soda in too high a percentage. I'm going to say that again. It's, a few of them you find have butters in there. It's shea butter, mango, cocoa butter or something like that. But for the most part, they don't really veer from the script. And like I said, sometimes you don't hit that success point until you come away from what everyone else is doing and decide to do something a little different and see how that works out. And that's what happened for me this time. I decided to do things a little differently, to shirk the norm, to say I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing. I'm not going to use all the ingredients that everybody else is using. I'm going to try a different approach. And in trying that different approach, I really believe that I have come up on a pretty good formula, a pretty strong formula that is going to be able to speak for itself, as we go along. So that is my update for today. Again, I said that this is day 14. See, I have to think in my head, what did I write the last time? Because I told you these days sometimes just blend in. But this is Sunday. It's a nice Sunday despite the weather. Because really, truthfully, I don't mind a rainy day. It helps me, if I could ever get into that nap format. And who knows, I might even get a nap in today. That would probably be nothing short of a miracle. But I mean, it's a goal worth trying to achieve, don't you think sometimes? So that is all I have for you today. Visit us on the web, on my website, please. Like I've told you before, check us out. We're more than just a deodorant company. We have some great offerings. I'm pretty sure anything you try, you'll probably be highly satisfied, especially like things like my skin relief butter. Have you tried the skin relief butter? If you haven't, you should. It's worth the try. It really is worth the try. That and root and scalp butter. As a matter of fact, one of the volunteers, when she was giving me an update on how her test sample was gone with the no baking soda deodorant, she told me about how much she loved the root and scalp butter. I think her update that day was more about the root and scalp butter than it was about the deodorant. So again, when you're doing things right, people start to, take notice, and, you appreciate that. And if you are really dedicated to what you do, you keep doing that same thing. You keep repeating that process so that you satisfy more and more people. So again, visit us on my website, www.nandisnaturals.com. Again, that's www.nandisnaturals.com. And for those who may be new to this series where we're testing this no baking soda free deodorant, you can catch the rest of the videos in the series that you may have missed by visiting our Facebook fan page at Nandi's Naturals. You can also catch us on our YouTube channel at Nandiya, which is Nandiyaa, and you can catch this series on Twitter at Creole Girl, KREYOLGIRL. That is all I have for you today. Again, thank you for following me on this journey. Thank you for investing in me. I appreciate you.